Welcome to week 3 of business law. Today I want to talk a little bit about your research paper. So for this course, you will do one research paper. That's the business review paper. So this week you'll complete the discussion, which is where you'll pick your business law case. So I want to talk a little bit about that. To get the information for the paper, you'll go to Content, and then go to the research paper, which is ultimately due in week 13. So you'll click here, and this is the information. So for this assignment, which counts for about 20% of the course grade, so this is a really important paper. You're going to want to put some time into this and not wait till the last minute. But the first part of this is that you're going to choose a case that you want to write your research paper on. So that's your discussion for this week. And you want to look at a business law case. So you can even Google business law case or civil law case, but that means that you want to find a case that has to do with business law. And I also want you to find a case that has already been determined. So make sure that it's been decided. So for this assignment, you're going to write a 1,500 word to 2,500 word paper, APA, and I have some guidelines for APA in this document. And under this tab, you're going to find, first of all, the requirements for the paper, and as well as the rubric, okay? So here are all of the requirements for the paper. You're going to have a cover page. You're going to write an introduction. You're going to do a summary of the case. So that talks about who's the plaintiff, who's the defendant, what facts were in dispute. You're going to talk about what was the issue that was before the court, meaning what were the questions that the court was asked to decide. Then you're going to talk about the court ruling and the reasoning, and then your position or your opinion of the case and the outcome, and support that by facts. What were the implications of the court's ruling on business and individuals in business? And then you'll have a conclusion and a reference page. So if you go down here, you'll see the rubric, and you can download that. And this gives you an idea of how this will be graded. You will need 4 reliable documented sources. So make sure that you pick a case, number one, that's a business case, okay, since this is a business law case, so it can't be a criminal case. I want you to pick something that's interesting to you. So find a case that you find interesting. And then finally, find one where you can find enough information about it. So you want 4 reliable documented sources. So you don't want to use something from Wikipedia, for instance. You want to make sure that you can find enough information that's valid and reliable. But this rubric tells you what it'll be graded on. So 100 points is on content. Make sure that you fully research it and all the information is included. The structure and the organization of your paper, make sure your opinion is included, make sure you follow APA format, that it's of appropriate length, and you have a reference page, and that, very few grammar and spelling errors. So the paper as a whole is worth 200 points, but like I mentioned, as a weighted grade, it is a summative and it's worth 20% of your grade. I've also included a template. So please, please, please use this. You can download this. It's a Word document. And then when you open it, you can see that it's already set up for you. So you can go to File. You can see that I'm the author, and you can do a Save As and save it as your paper. And then this is exactly what you can use. It's already set up in APA style. So you'll just go in here and edit the title, the running head, create a short title, then put the full title of your case, your first and last name, my name, update the date, so put in the current date of when you worked on your paper, turned it in. Here's where you can update the full title of the paper right here. So this is where you'll want the title of your paper. You want to have an introductory paragraph. So this is where you talk about the topic and the purpose of your paper. Again, it should be 1,500 to 2,500 words. I put in some Latin just so you know where how it's formatted, but you want to delete this and add your own information, obviously. So this is where you'll summarize the case. I've already included the headings, so you do not have to change these. You can just type right in here. This is where you want to talk about who was involved, provide a detailed summary. Don't forget to include those in-text citations, so make sure that you're citing where your information is coming from. The issue that was before the court, so again, what was the court asked to decide, and this should be in paragraph format. What was the ruling and what was the reasoning behind the ruling? What were the implications of the ruling? So, what did this ruling, this decision based on this case, what did this mean for businesses and individuals who own businesses in the future? What kind of impact did it have? This is where you'll discuss your opinions. This is the only section of the paper where you should use the word I. I felt this way and I thought this. And make sure you support your opinion with some facts. Why did you agree or disagree with the decision of the case? And then ultimately you'll have a conclusion. So in one paragraph, summarize your paper. Most conclusions begin with "in conclusion." And then you want to list your references. And again, this is where you want to format your reference page and include your 4 reliable, valid references. So again, just make sure that you use the template that I've included. And then ultimately you will submit your paper through D2L in the week 13 folder. So this is where you'll submit your paper. So your paper will be due. This is where you'll upload it. So you'll click on this link and you'll upload your paper. And that means that your paper is due by April 22nd. So definitely get a start on it, and contact me if you have any questions. Thank you.